The fitness industry told you to eat as much protein as possible. New research from Harvard Medical School links chronically high protein intake directly to kidney damage, colon cancer markers, and type 2 diabetes risk. I spent 6 months reading every study. Here is exactly what the data says. And the number that separates safe from dangerous. By the end of this video, you will know the exact daily protein ceiling that maximizes muscle growth while staying completely below every damage threshold, and the 3 protein sources that trigger the highest cancer and kidney risk that most men eat every single day. I reviewed 47 peer-reviewed studies on high protein intake and its links to kidney function, colon cancer, and diabetes. Here's every finding, including the ones the supplement industry funds research to. So first, let's start with your kidneys. The primary mechanism is glomerular hyperfiltration. When you consume excess protein, your kidneys work overtime to filter out the waste products, specifically urea. This sustained pressure damages the glomeruli, the tiny filters in your kidneys. The damage threshold activates when intake exceeds 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight for over 6 months. Studies show a measurable decline in kidney filtration rate begins after this point. Now, for the link to colon cancer, to be clear, we're not talking about a small change. We're talking about a progressive loss of function. One longitudinal study followed healthy male weightlifters for 5 years. The group consuming over 2 grams per kilo daily saw an average 15% drop in their glomerular filtration rate, or GFR. For context, a 15% drop is what doctors would expect to see over 20 years of normal aging, not 5 years of lifting. The industry will point to studies showing no short-term harm, and they're right. The damage is insidious. It doesn't happen in 6 weeks. It's a slow, grinding process over years. The research they don't show you are the long-term cohort studies. The ones that track subjects for a decade or more, that's where the real picture emerges. Men who consume over 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily for more than 12 months show a 48% increase in colon cancer biomarkers. The pathway here involves the gut microbiome. High protein intake, especially from processed red meats, alters your gut bacteria, leading to increased production of carcinogenic compounds like N-nitroso compounds and hydrogen sulfide. Let's dig into the mechanism. The problem isn't just protein, it's the type asterisk of protein. Processed red meat, for example, is a double-edged sword. It's high in heme iron, which can be toxic to colon cells in large amounts, and the nitrates used in processing are known precursors to carcinogenic N-nitroso compounds. When you combine that with a high-protein diet that starves the good fiber-fermenting bacteria, you create a perfect storm for inflammation and cell damage. And what about protein powders? A 2018 study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that many popular whey and casein supplements contain heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and cadmium. These contaminants, combined with the artificial sweeteners many brands use, can further disrupt the gut microbiome and contribute to the inflammatory environment that promotes cancer growth. The study found that plant-based protein powders were significantly cleaner. This accelerates colon cell mutation. The most dangerous sources are processed deli meats and certain protein powders with artificial sweeteners, which amplify this risk. The exact nutrition program I use is at level 300.nl. Finally, insulin resistance and diabetes risk. This is triggered by the overstimulation of mTOR and IGF-1 pathways from chronically high intake of Pacific amino acids like leucine, common in whey protein supplements when these pathways are constantly active. They can interfere with insulin signaling. The threshold for this appears lower, around 1.6 grams per kilogram, particularly when a significant portion comes from dairy and whey supplements. The key is understanding that muscle protein synthesis, the process of building muscle, has a ceiling. Your body can only use so much protein at once. Research from McMaster University shows that for a typical 200-pound man, this ceiling is hit at around 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. Anything beyond that doesn't go to your muscles. It goes to your liver to be converted into glucose or fat, and the nitrogen waste product, urea, is sent to your kidneys to be filtered out. You're not building more muscle, you're just making your kidneys work harder. And the type of amino acids matters. Leucine is a powerful activator of the mTOR pathway, which is great for muscle growth. But when you're constantly bombarding your system with it, especially from fast-digesting sources like whey shakes, the pathway can become desensitized. It's like yelling at someone all day. Eventually, they just tune you out. This desensitization is what leads to impaired insulin signaling. The research is clear. A steady, moderate intake is far superior to massive, intermittent spikes over 18 months. This can lead to a measurable decrease in insulin sensitivity. A direct precursor to type 2 diabetes, one study I found, which was buried in the literature, showed that the combination of high-weight protein intake and a sedentary lifestyle outside the gym almost completely negated the insulin-sensitizing effects of exercise. Every day you consume protein above this threshold, you are damaging 3 independent biological systems to build muscle at a rate your body cannot use, and the research showing this has existed. For years, while the industry told you more is always better, the data from these 47 studies points to a clear ceiling. 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight is the maximum for optimizing muscle growth without activating these damaged pathways. Anything above that shows diminishing returns for muscle and rapidly increasing health risks. So, what does this mean for you right now at your next meal? It means making a choice. You can continue with the industry hype numbers, or you can follow the data. The complete protocol, the specific protein sources to avoid, and the exact plan to maximize muscle safely is waiting for you at level 300.nl. Making the decision not to go is a decision you will feel at every single meal you overeat protein from this day forward. Don't risk it. Go to level 300.nl now.